I have 2 arrows, so I have this second one on the right, pulls up our Twitch chat. Easy peasy, I can go and send messages. If this is your first time typing in your Twitch chat, you might have to log in. So just log in and then you'll be able to send your messages like I just did. So that's if you want to have this little chat box on the side of Streamlabs. So if you want to display your Do you want to add a Twitchers over video chat box on the side of your screen? It are appearing down here. So if you don't have that connect destination, account so bottom hand side. Once you that is right here. So you might Twitch chat, you might have to log in. So just log on the side and see it. That's also pretty easy as well. So what we need to do is add a new source. So we're going to click add it. We click on that theme to whatever you want to use. It's that way that you can, so you want free to customize all of these different settings. Customized now my vertical width as well. So I'll do this. We have 2 chat boxes here, one for my horizontal and one for my vertical out. You're not on it testing, but as you can see, it's showing my phone to where it says browser settings. And we're just going to adjust the width to, let's say 900. And that way it's going to make it wider, just like here, a lot better. And you can put it honestly anywhere on the screen. And this is what your viewers are going to see when you're streaming. And by the way, if you're wondering where I got this starting soon screen, I got it from my streamer starter pack, and you can too. It's in the description down below. It's super cheap and affordable because I wanted you guys to be able to use it if you needed to. So moving on to the last section, which is getting the game overlay so you can see your chat and your event list, like your followers and stuff, while you're playing a game on one monitor. So in order to do this, I'm going to first boot up a game because I want wanted you guys to be able to use it if you needed to. Your chat and this, I know this is one of my favorites, but there's one thing that's very important in order for this to work. You need to go into your games you are on, like board in my game settings. I'm gonna go to video tab, and you're gonna want to make sure that you are on like borderless full screen or windowed full screen mode, because if you're using an exclusive full screen game, which it looks like this is, but it was working earlier, so that's kind of weird, then it might not work for that specific game. So this is game dependent, but if this method, but I aim
just you, building your app on base 44.
Right? So let's go into Streamlabs. So let me just make a new scene real quick, a window capture or a game capture or whatever. Then it will not also show your event list and your chat to your viewers. However, if you're using something like a display capture or a screen capture and you choose to share your entire screen, then they will see it. So if you do capture game like this, it's not going to show us into that. Got our game capture right here looking good. So now go all the way down to where it says overlay. So we're going to click that. We're going to have show chat and show recent events if you want to see your recent events, like the recent follower, donations, all that sort of stuff. If you don't, that's opacity. And basically that just means how to have it is to our, so right here. And then we're going to click much press and give all my hotkey set, relay all my other beautiful, since I'm on one model, go to our hotkey that you queue right now, monitor, enable. Okay, well, what if I don't like the positioning of that? Well, we set that other hotkey, right? So I don't know that settings we have here. We can simply hit toggle positioning mode like that, and where they might be able to figure it out. So and drag the Y, same issue I did, this is a workaround for you. So now that we have moved it to where we want, we can simply use set. And so this overlay is going to be most game capture right here, but change your screen. It's going to cap tab back into golf with the chat. But personally, do game chat box right here, add source, how you want over your monitor. And you can customize the chat's viewing experience, which I think overall is a very beneficial thing to take advantage of. But if you're not getting this game overlay chat to work with your stream, watch this video to the side of me. It uses a third-party software, so you can try that one out. And are you a one monitor chat over your game while you're live? Any streaming software can easily read chat with one monitor. This will work for transparent Twitch chat overlay. Down in this video, click the latest release, click next again. Stay sponsored. Absolutely the best. For example, we'll click on the dark mode series, and then we can actually go down on the left hand side and you can see a live stream, the one cohesive package. And setting this down to the left so you guys can finish. Once you've opened up the program, you should see a window just like this. I'll drag it over to the left so you guys can see it better. And this is going to be our transparent Twitch window. So the first thing we want to do is actually click on the left hand side here, and it's going to open up our settings window. The cool thing about this is that you don't actually have to link or log into your Twitch account. You simply have to put your username on Twitch. Now, since I'm not streaming right now, I'm actually going to go to my old buddy InSim's channel, since he's live streaming right now with plenty of chatters. So I'm going to type in his username, which is just InSim. And under redemptions, I'm going to leave this box checked because it's just going to show when somebody redeems their channel points on the stream. For the channel ID, you can click on the get channel ID, and I got hit with this error message, but that's totally cool because it's going to work anyways. So you can just hit OK, and that's going to be fine. For the chat fade, you can have the lines of chat fade out after a certain amount of time. So if you want that, you can enable it. And this is just going to be the time it's going to take for those messages to fade out. You can also do some filter settings. I like having the show bot activity enabled because you can actually have your alerts showed up through your chat box. So you don't actually have to see the actual alert pop up on your stream since you're playing your game on one monitor. So I'm going to leave that enabled and click save. You can have a chat sound. Anytime someone chats, you can have a little sound play. However, that's going to be super annoying. So honestly, I just recommend leaving it off. And you can change the theme here, but I like leaving this on default and then this one on default as well. You can click save. So now you can see that the chat room is going to start loading, and it's going to have InSim's chat right now. And I'm going to bring up his Twitch chat right now so you can see that there's no delay or anything. So you can see that InSim is live. I got the little chat box right here. It's basically instantaneous. So whenever somebody's typing in his chat, it's popping up in the chat box right here. So we have the live favorite game, crab game. Now, in order for this to work and this to show up over your game like I have it now, it's only going to work for borderless full screen or windowed mode. Let me show you what I mean. Let me go into my game settings, and then we're going to go green mode. It's like, this is borderless full screen mode, windowed mode. Like, well, how do I play? We're going to go to this top left little settings, and then I'm going to click on general, and you can see we have some different things here. You can feel free to leave all of these in while you're in game though, and click save. And then when you're ready to lock in this chat so you can't click on it while you're in game, you can actually right click the window, and then you can toggle the border game. Now, if you try pressing F9 right now, it's not, so you can't click the window, and then you can toggle the borders with F9. So if you click on that, it's going to make it so you can't click or move it anymore, and you're just playing your game. Now, if you try pressing F9 right now, it's not going to work, which means that you need to Alt Tab. So we'll click Alt Tab, and we're going to go to the window again right there. And now you can press F9, and it's going to bring that little border back, so that way you can go and make your changes. Keep in mind that only you will be able to see this chat since it's over your game, and likely you're only using a game capture or a window capture in your streaming software. But if you want your stream to see both the game and the chat that you're seeing, you're going to have to switch in your streaming software to a display capture source, which means you're going to share everything on your screen, including the game and your now new Twitch chat overlay right there. So if you're an OBS studio and you're probably streaming already, you're either using a game capture or a window capture, all you have to do is use a display capture instead, which will then capture everything on your screen. As you can see now, it shows what's ever on my screen and the Twitch chat that we can see right there.
Klingo 1 is now on Artlist, and it's the ultimate AI image and
depending on when you're watching this video, but you're gonna find the latest version. You're gonna scroll down to where it says assets. You're gonna click
हेलो दोस्तों, कोर पीसी गेम चैनल में आपका फिर से स्वागत है। तो दोस्तों, आज मैं वीडियो लेके आया हूँ यूट्यूबर्स के लिए जो लाइव स्ट्रीम वगैरह करते हैं ओबीएस के माध्यम से, लेकिन उनको ओबीएस में अपने यूट्यूब की लाइव चैट नहीं दिखती है। क्या हुआ है, ओबीएस और इंटर कर देना है। तो दोस्तों, आपको क्या करना है, जो ओबीएस का लेटेस्ट वाला वर्जन आया है 25.0.1, दोस्तों आपको ये वाला डाउनलोड करना है। एक्चुअली क्या है, जो इसका पुराना वाला वर्जन था उस पर मैंने ट्राई किया था तो ये वर्क नहीं कर रहा था, लेकिन ये लेटेस्ट वाले वर्जन पे 25.0.1 पे वर्क करता है। तो दोस्तों, आप अपने ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के हिसाब से इसको डाउनलोड कर लीजिए। तो मैंने क्लिक करके, दोस्तों आप इसके माध्यम से आप डाउनलोड कर लीजिएगा। मेरे पास पहले से डाउनलोड पड़ा हुआ है, तो मैं आपको डायरेक्ट सेटअप से ही समझाता हूँ। इसको मैं क्लोज कर देता हूँ। दोस्तों, ये OBS का स्टूडियो का सेटअप है 25.0.1 का, तो इंस्टॉल कर लेता हूँ।